finished off all of the leveling content and moved into some of the main scenario content, doing Stone Vigil. Doing so has unlocked the ability for us to go and meet the Beast Tribe. So that's what we're going to get into, just so I can get started on them, because they're one of those things that you have to progress a little bit each day. So let's get to it. Starting with Highway Robbery. Treasurer seeks an adventure with superior sleuthing skills. Such as I don't know what brings you yet to Maelstrom Command this day, but I can hardly fault your timing. We got a situation on our hands, we do. Not days ago, a convoy of exiles was ambushed on route to Limsa, and a goodly shipment of salt Peter plundered from our very enemies. The scurvy dogs responsible for the act struck swiftly and under darkness, so we've yet to figure out who they are, much less bring them to justice. Saltpeter, as you may know, is a key ingredient in fashioning fire sand. Whatever our foe might be plotting, like his own balls and party share a frame with definite structure. As dispatched from the lead country to the Philippines fleet, crews and crew plotted to come by and after some time to go at sea. Being the FSG, yeah, for some reason it changed the mic that was connected, which is a problem. So, just was fixing that. That's better. Hopefully it won't cause any more problems. Well, I'd like nothing more than to lend me strength to your search. I can't very well shirk my duties here. Do you find yourself itching for adventure? You could do worse than to make for Swift Perch and seek out one lieutenant Gutswin. Just say that Treacherate sent you. Okay. So that's one mission. Second, they came from the deep. Your hearing must be exceptional, such as that. If you did not overhear the Linkpo report, then why? Well, no matter. You are here now, and we could certainly use your aid. I have just received word that raiders have sunk a civilian vessel in the Straits of Mirthor. One of our warships is en route as we speak, though I fear there will be little left for them to find. I'm uncomfortably familiar with tales of pirates looting, and even commandeering their targets, but to sink a ship entire, an excessively brutal act, even for a buccaneer. No, I'll wager cold hard coin that those thrice-damned fishbacks are behind us, them and their servant reader lackeys. The Sahuagin have much to answer for. Vengeance will be forthcoming, but let us first focus on rescuing the poor souls who may. While the warship scours the water, I would have you head to eastern Noscea and look for any survivors washed up on the sands of Bloodshore. One of my soldiers, Private Wilfalk, has been deployed to coordinate the search. Speak with him when you arrive, and he will direct your efforts to where they are most needed. May Limlane guide your steps. Okay. So first we'll go to Swift Perch. Limlane take a lot of ya. You'd have me believe that there is not a single piece of evidence in this entire god's-forsaken hamlet? And who might you be? An adventurer come on behalf of old Trinchart? Who said I was looking for help anyway? Trinchart did? Ha! I'll have you both know that it's all clear skies and smooth sailing here. I was just about to find a report. I ain't fooling no one. A good tons of saltpeter have been snatched from our hands. Like it's not by someone who's using to sink our fair share. Our fair limbs to the bottom of the sea. Alright, I'll share with you what men have gleaned, though I've warned it ain't much. Given the scope of the act, we believe it was coordinated effort by a well-trained crew. What's more, given the sheer speed with which the scurvy thieves vanished from our sight, I reckon that they have knowledge of passages unknown to us. And me hopes up that my men would have found something. They had no such luck. What say ye? Care to take a look around and see if you can find the evidence me outline and thrice staffed subordinates couldn't? Yeah, I can look around. Oh. Okay, it's behind the hut, but still within the territory. It's right here. But they don't look behind the house. That's rather sad. I mean, it was right there. However, was it? Well, finding evidence that could shed some light on our investigation. Slightly uncertain pick, decidedly unsuited for serious digging. What have we here? A pickaxe, and a rather sorry looking one at that. Do you reckon this was left behind by the perpetrators? I've been down with the maelstrom, and I've confronted just about every pirate, brigand, and highwayman in these parts. I've not known any of them to employ a tool like this. No, I wager more than rather wench that a band of grubby little of these ignorant men. Aye, it all become clear to me. And yourself, no doubt. Tell me, Robert, might you be thinking what I'm thinking? Those conniving kobolds. I knew you were a sharp one. Aye, the moment I laid eyes on that pickaxe, you found my mind was convinced. The primitive make of this tool and all too wealthy interesting explosives. Signs point to those rat-faced rapscallions being behind all this. It's so bloody obvious now that I could have almost kicked myself and be good-for-nothing men for not coming to this conclusion sooner. This is hardly a time for ringing. No, we must strike quickly if we mean to reclaim what's ours. Camp Overlook is our front-line defense against those tunnel-roaring thieves. If anyone has a notion of where they've taken the saltpeter, Peter, and how they plan to use it, it'll be Commander Loudon. I'm off to deliver my report, but I have an uncharted job has only begun. What's you coming along, Robert? You're the first capable man I've worked with today. Make a quick adventure. As you can see, I've got my hands full with our little friend here. This is an outrage, a farce, an atrocity, an outrage. This is an insult, and we will not stand for it. No, stand no more. You'll not have legs to stand on if you don't quit blabbing and spill the truth about whatever it is you scurvy rats are plotting. Plotting? There is no plotting. No, we plot nothing. No, it's nil, nothing. Enough. Unlike you and your ilk, I have a working pair of eyes and at least half me wits about me. Think I've not seen you lot blasting scurrying around O'Gormo of late? Captain Bluden, sir. Scotsman. Aye, it's a treat to see me old trainee, but I fear a brewing cobalt plot demands me attention. Albert here and I might be able to help you with that, Commander. Trust you've heard the news of our missing shipment of saltpeter. So soon, Geno's. This cannot be. No, it cannot be. Ha! I knew it. Your endless tongue. Arguing has finally dug your own grave. It was not us. No, not us. It was them. Yes, them. What answer to this? Beady eyes, frizzy tail, a penchant for causing us trouble? Kobold's a kobold. This is not so. No, not so. There are kobolds, and then there are kobolds, and then there are kobolds still. It is the low ones who stole your precious saltpeter. The ones who live down, beneath and below. Come to think of it, me scouts did mention a particularly scraggy band of kobolds who seem to have made their home at the cliff base. Yes, yes, that is the place. That is the home of the 789th. They are the worst of the worst. They are most stinky, smelly, scummy, stinky, and ugly too. Commander, as the presiding officer in this investigation, I request permission to go below and investigate the so-called 789th. Furthermore, I would enlist this adventurer to join me. He's proven himself capable, and it would seem we go up against a worthy foe. As you please, Lieutenant, but I warn you, be careful down there. The sight of a kobold won't strike fear into anyone's heart, but their bite and their bombs are a fair sight worse than their bark. Also, Commander, we will not let you down. With that, I take my leave, till sea swallows all. Well, Albert, are you ready to take on the scurviest band of kobolds in the Noscea? Best be, because I'm counting on you to make yourself useful. As those in the background, there are people doing squats. Anyways, we're about to go meet one of the, what used to be called beast tribes that are now referred to as allied societies. It's not much of a distinction. The distinction mostly is there because they introduced groups which are similar but different. Well, what have we here? 1, 2, 3 cases of salt beer. Would seem our kobold informant spoke true. What the? Surrounded. Stand ready, Albert. Are you just gonna stand there squeaking at me all day? Fight with honor or die like the rats you are. Are there no alternatives? Choices? Options? Alternatives? Such as perhaps surrender? Yes, surrender. We surrender. Did he just say surrender? Yes, we surrender. Yield, submit, surrender. What in the 7 hells? I have an inkling as to the whys and wherefores, but it seems Centaurus 789th is keen to return their plunder without so much as a fight. I, for one, wouldn't have been opposed to cracking a few kobold skulls, but considering the strained relations between Limps and the little buggers these days, who can argue with good diplomacy? Anyway, I'll report back to Commander Bloden and arrange for the transport of supplies. The reliable escort this time. In the meantime, why don't you ask around and see what you can learn about our new neighbors? Well, they don't seem half as imposing as I expected. Their leader, least of all. Best of luck, Arbor, till sea swallows all. You are still here? We have surrendered, yes. Yielded, submitted, surrendered. That hurt us, yes. Phew. I am relieved, reassured, relaxed, relieved. And who I am, you ask? I am Gyogu. Gyogu is foreman of the 789th. Leader in name, yes, but no more. No more. For in truth, no one listens to Gyogu. Gyogu is ignored, invisible, insulted, ignored, incompetent, too. 789th stole your precious boom powder? Yes, we did. And yet we had good cause for doing so. Excuse, a reason, a cause. Ours is a peaceful order by nature. 789th troubled no one, and no one troubled us. No, not until now. Now we are driven from the tunnels, exiled to this place that stinks of soil and seawater. But you are a stranger, and I rambled too much too soon. No, I will speak no more. Go now and leave Gyogu to suffer. may shame is suffering. You are still here, yes? Yes, you are. You would hear the sad tale of Gyogyo in the 789th? Then listen. Listen and weep. Sob, cry, weep. You think you people have it tough? You know nothing. Know nothing at all. Ours is a world of Kobaldi Koba. Yes, ours is a constant struggle, a labor, a toil, a struggle for survival. Dig and dig we do. Dig for ore and riches. Dig well and we are rewarded. Bare digs are given us, and more weight do our words carry. Dig poorly, we are shunned, reviled, scorned, shunned. You know that kobold orders have numbers, yes? Yes, you know. The smaller the number, the greater the order. You find this curious, but this is the kobold way. How many orders, yes? Yes, how many? 789 we have, and not one more. We exist at the backside of Kobold Society, the bottom, the rear, the backside. And so for the tunnels we have driven. Dig more, find more, make more wealth for your betters. Then you can come home, they say. But this dry vein holds no treasure, no nothing. Meanwhile our kin in Ogorgo hoard treasure so great, they toss gold away, toss it away like garbage. Yes, their trash is our treasure. Any moment now, we judged on our haul. But our sack is empty, barren, bare, empty. We must go down to the dig and bring back something. Anything for us. I beg of you. Yes. Even the shabbiest scrap will do. Okay, I can do that. Ugh, that one stands in our way. Oh yeah, I must remember the next time I'm in a town to see about getting the onion needed to upgrade my chocobo further. Damn it, I keep doing that. Alright. So the thing with beast traps is that each day we get the option of doing up to 12 missions. Yeah, well, I'm like this, my chocobo and kitten are just treated as wild animals. Alright, now we flee. Return the ore. Make the kobolds happy. Become friends with kobolds. Annoyingly, you can't jump down here. That was actually very risky considering we got to a fight. From dawn till dusk, dusk till dawn we dig, and yet our barrows are empty. Bare, barren, empty. We are not welcome down below, but you will find something for us. Yes, yes, you must. Ores or impurities have no significant value. Could it be? Yes, it could. Why these dirty... Wow. It followed me all the way down here. Could be, yes, yes, it could be. Why these dirty lumps, chunks, scraps, lumps exceed our haul from the past 3 moons. You have my thanks, adventure, and my gratitude. Oh, but you must not leave so soon. No, no longer you must stay. Persist, sojourn, stay, until Zolga has come and gone. Who is Zolga, you ask? Zolga is a giant among kobolds, a beast, a brute, a giant, so smart, so strong as Zolga. But his order surges to the top of ranks. Zolga will lead us all into a new era of prosperity, or so Zolga claims. But this is a sham. Yes, Zolga cares only for Zolga. Weak you are. Zolga will use you, then throw you away. Yes, Zolga stomps all over us. Tramples, stamps, stomps. This is why you must stay, adventure. Stay and watch over us from the shadows. This place reeks, stinks, smells, reeks. You said you were taking us to a steam bath. You are a big fat liar, a cheat, a fraud, a liar. Stop your bloody squealing. Work before pleasure. Or do you want to join the riffraff in their rotten trash heap? No, no, I thought not. Is that much bigger than the others? Greetings, Zolga. How kind of you to visit our humble dig. Must say you're looking especially impressive today. Imposing, overpowered, overwhelming, overbearing, Yeah, you're looking as scruffy as ever, whatever your name was. Enough talk. My time's worth more than your sorry hide. Now let's see what you've got for me. Is this your monthly haul, or what pooped out of your arsehole this morning? Once a sluggard, always a sluggard. Stragglers, sloths, sluggers. A lot of you. The 789th are no sluggards, Zolga. No, not a one. Every day do we toil in the mine. Slave, sweat, toil from dawn until dusk. Yes, we set down our pickaxe, only eat, to eat and sleep. Eat, sleep, it seems we have misunderstanding here. A mistake, a misconception, misunderstanding. Sleep, food, these are luxuries, comforts, indulgences, luxuries. No, they are necessities, things that people need to do if they want to survive. And luxuries, yes, okay, are for kobolds who can dig their own weight. You are nothing, you deserve nothing. You are nothing. No rations for a month or until you increase your haul 100-fold, whichever comes last. But, Zolga, we are already weak and hungry. Cut off our food supply and we will starve, wither, die. Then die, yes, die. Each day you live, you breathe our air and eat our food and give nothing in return. You're a parasite, Giggle, a leech, a sponge, a parasite. Your very existence keeps us from achieving our potential. If I can think of one way you might be of use. Yes, the shriveled carcasses of you and your lot could feed our furnaces, fodder, fuel, feed for your betters. Can't mean what you say, Zolga. No. This must be some cruel joke, a jest, The only joke around here is you, Gigu. I'll not repeat myself this time. 100-fold. An ounce less, and you'll be the first to burn. Singe, sizzle, burn. Let's go, ladies. Yes, yes, the stench of sloth and stupidity, and this dump is making me sick. Oh, those are... Okay, so females have more of a pink coat. Remember, ladies, this is the fate of those who don't dig their own weight. Now, I do believe it's time for that steam bath. Damn. But I witnessed all that, so I am definitely going to try and help. Oh, woe is me. Misery, misfortune, woe. What seven's hell just happened? I come back from Camp Overlook, only see some overstuffed kobolds strutting around like he owns the place. You are not so wrong. No, no, your words are true. Zoga leads the 13th, yes, and has many friends and followers in Ogomo. Its power grows with each day. With each day, one less kobold chants the word of Zoga. Soon, none will be left to oppose him. No, no, not a one. So what you're saying? So what are you saying? But you're just gonna let that self-styled tyrant walk all over you? Yes, yes, we have no choice. No recourse, no refuge. What kind of answer is that? Ain't you got a shred of dignity in your whole body? No, no, I do not. Look, I don't know your kobold hierarchy from an old ground. What I do know is that if anyone talked to me like that, I'd go 7th hell and back and cut him down to size. But you are strong, bold, brave, strong, and I am... Limb lane of mercy, I can't stand to look at the sorry lot of you. Are you kobolds or door mice? Look, you might not have the spine to stand up for yourselves, but Art up here and I sure as hell do. Ain't that right, Arbor? Just tell us where we can find this Zogal. You know what you say. No, you know nothing. It's pure madness to oppose Zogal. Folly, insanity, madness. The only thing that's driving me mad is your endless wailing. That settles it. I'm not leaving this stinging hole till Zogal falls on his hands and knees before me begging for mercy. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. But... did you just say something? God love her already. No, nothing at all. Zogal does not suffer opposition lightly. No, not in the least. If we cross him, he will crush us. We are doomed, cursed, damned, doomed. Avenger, do not leave us. No, you must not go. The Rogan woman frightens me even more than Zogal. Horrifies, terrifies, frightened. We have no choice. No, we have none. You'll protect us from Zogal's bullying? Yes? Yes, you will? Eagerly, emphatically, wholeheartedly. Oh, Adventure, you are too kind. Gracious, generous, kind. Yes, kind. And possessing the strength of 100 kobolds. Yes, 100 kobolds. You do not need Gigo's help. No, you do not. Good luck fighting Zogal, Adventure. I await word of your triumph, your victory, your success. You have achieved neutral reputation. Global side quests are now available. Now purchase wares. Alright, so, firstly, who's the merchant? There, Kobold Vendor. Okay, sells some useful crafting stuff. What is Titan Cobalt stuff getting? Ventures. Unidentifiable ore, bunch of different ingredients. Some dye, glamour, dispeller. Ah, no, there we go. Outdoor 2 bits of outdoor furnishing. Wait. Neutral? Yeah, okay. No such thing as a free lunch. The unfairness, injustice, iniquity, unfairness of it all. While the 789th goes famished, starving, hungry, famished, Zogar and his cronies feast on lunch pops, packed, yes, so packed with tasty treats, a single one could feed our entire dig for a week. Should Zoga and his hard-working cronies get all the rewards? No, 100 times no. It's the tummies are rumbling, grumbling, mumbling, rumbling, as much as theirs. They have a notion, a thought, a mind, a notion, to walk right over to Iron Lake and snatch 1 or 3 for myself. Walking it's hard work. Yes, and your legs are so much longer than mine. Shiny metals are not easy to find, no. Hide from Bozo's pick, they do. When I tire of working, I fill my sack with rocks and rubble instead. Inspector knows? Not until Bozo is far away. Far in the distance. Yes, Bozo is sharp like that. Smart, quick, sharp. 11th order metal workers are not so sharp. No, they are dull indeed. They would smelt my ore in their furnace. Do you not realize the perils of such an action? The dangers, the risks, the perils? No. The recklessness must be stopped. Halted, disrupted, stopped. And now. Fortunately, Bozu knows exactly what must be done. Precisely, specific, exactly. Must use Bogo's beauties to make furnace go boom. That will teach the futility of expecting real work from Bozu. The pointlessness, the fruitlessness of futility. Yes, that will teach them to let Bozu be Bozu. Oh, I've done it this time. Yes, I have. He will roast me, burn me, scorch me, roast me alive. Who will? Bago with cackles and glee for snacking on the fingers of some of his beauties. Yes, I did. Who can blame poor hungry Bozu? Not you. No, not you. Please, you must bring fiery fingers to Bago's workshop before he goes hunting Bozu. Yep, I'll do that. Don't care about the things. Bozu would make verses go boom, hide his trickery. Bago cares not for the dustman's fate. No, cares not at all, but needs no excuse for fiery fulmination. Yes, Bago will help you. Bago introduces you to his most buxom beauty. Beautiful indeed she is. Yes, if a bit testy, ill-tempered, irascible testy, you would be wise to escort her to your destination with speed, haste, quickness, speed. Yes. You'll be wise, or you will be the one to go boom. Haha. Your task does not end when the first blows its top. No, it has only begun. You must bring Bago's beauty back. Back what remains of her essence, her soul, her core. Be forewarned, advised, God for Bago's beauties often have a mind of their own. Yes, they do. Where? Alright, open my lunchbox. Or lunch pot, rather. just gonna run for it. I love that Ninja gets a unique animation for its jumps. Also, that was cool. My beauty is dismembered again. I will burn every last hair from Bozu's body. Yes, yes, Bozu will see her sizzle burn. Firefingers you bring. To me you say, from Bozu? Ha! That is a good laugh. Cackle, chortle laugh. In many, many years I have not seen Bozu lift a paw. Name of honest work. No, no, not a one. I will not so easily forgive Bozu. No, no, never. But my poor fingerless beauties demand my attention. Deliver to Bozu a warning, a caution, a threat, a warning. Next time he snacks in my workshop will be the last. Where is she? Yes, where is Bago's booty? Glowing, treacherous mass that functions as a primary power source from the limpid bomb. Bago's beauty returns. Yes, yes, she does. Many booms were had. Yes, many shouts, many cries, many screams. Who are you again? You are who? Bozu's friend? Go back to Bozu and tell him next time he bothers me, he'll be the one to go boom. I like that one. Do I smell what I think I smell? Yes, yes, I believe I do. Freshly plucked lava toad legs. Earthworm that still wriggle and squirm. This is more than a meal, is a feast. A banquet, a spread, a feast for the senses. The seminar legs of his peers inspire Bozu to work harder? No, no, never. Why would it, when I have a long-legged friend like you? The Fortnite verse is no more. Bozu thanks you for your aid. You are a friend. Slugs and sluggers everywhere. An ally, a patron, a friend. Yes, yes, Bozu can look forward to many, many days of rest and relaxation. We'll close by, yes, stay, sojourn, linger. Today is a happy day, happy indeed. Oh, thank you, adventurer. Bago said what? Tell me you jest, joke, tease, jest. But Bozu has learned his lesson. Besides, Firefingers are not easy on Bozu's belly. No, no, they make Bozu's belly turn. Yes, yes, Bozu's minor stands. But will his Bessie listen? This Bozu does not know. Alright, so what we've just done is finish 3 Allied Society quests, which puts us at 30 out of 150, which means it's going to take 5 days to fill up the Cobalt one and unlock the next quest from them. So that will have to wait. Right now we have Costa del Sol to go to. Alright. Now this quest does have a slightly higher level, so we'll probably need to switch to Black Mage to turn it in. But we can at least start it. You're the one Commander Riki said to expect then. I'm Will Falk, a private in the Commander's foreign levy. As you can see, there ain't much for me to coordinate. The fishbacks made a good mess of that ship. Seems barely a handful of the poor buggers who were sailing on it made it ashore alive. Where am I? Where is Robin? Where is my son? Nay, calm yourself down, good wife. We'll have your boy back in your arms before you can spit up another lungful of seawater. There's times to be merciful to a fortunate few like the good wife here and carry them all the way to the beach. Here, you'll be needing some of me medical supplies for the bleeding and the injured. Take a walk along the coast now and help them as ain't beyond help them. I can barely breathe. Thank you. Which of the 7 heavens is this? Bloodshore? Oh. I made one moment we was sailing along happy as you please, the next I was starting to keep my head above the waves. Ugh, I can feel my fingers again. Those gutless fishbacks, they were over the rail and so before I could stammer a prayer to the navigator. My thanks, I feel much stronger now. All I remember is an impact like bloody thunder, the deck lurching beneath my feet. Then they came aboard. You've saved some lives as they lad. 'Tis a terrible thing that happened, but you take what solace you can in the little victories. Not that any amount of solace will have me forgiven those blasted fishbacks. The expected tax on the Navy. That's what we signed up for. But sinking a civilian ship with women and children aboard, it's all gonna have ice water for blood, I tell you. No, not my little Robin. My condolences, good wife. I know how hard this must. Leviathan, scaly arse. Sahagin, here? What, you didn't get your fill of slaughter out on the strait? If you want to finish the job you started, then you best start with me. Oh, look. They rescued a child. Mum! Robin, my darling Robin. Mom, there you are. Oh, my dear Robin, you're safe. Thank the 12 above. Curious. The lad's alive? What manner of fishback trickery is this? I'm fine, if a bit wet. I thought I would sink right to the bottom of the sea, but then some nice fishermen came and saved me. They were not like the scary ones who came after our ship, but the stories say that all fishermen are nasty. Isn't that odd? May I ask you a favor? I found this necklace at the bottom of the little boat the nice fishermen used to carry me to shore. I'm certain it must be one of theirs. I'll take it back of myself, but I don't think my mom would like that. Could you maybe return it for me? Last I saw they were swimming towards western Noscea. That must be where they live. I wonder if their houses are made of seaweed. I'm a bit tired, so probably will only be streaming until roughly until we finish the unlocking all the beast tribes and doing their first set of missions. Let's look at my classes. Yeah, definitely going to turn this one in as a black mage when I get to that stage. Oh. Fine if it insists on fighting me. What is the meaning of this trespass? I should skew you where you stand, finless one. Sturdy bad man for several tries. You carry the necklace of Clutchfather Nov, or is it you possess his cherished treasure? You come at the behest of a child he saved? Such unusual manners for a shore walker. You may pass. Seek out Clutchfather Nov and be sure to keep your tone respectful. He is the elder of our clan. Where is it to see a shore walker in our midst? I am Nov, Clutchfather to his clan of spawnlings. His shall bid you return my necklace, did he? No, I had no special reason for saving the boy, only that for the Sahagin, as it is few shore walkers, offspring is the most precious of treasures. All that reside here are bound by ties of blood, all are the children of the Clutchfather. Only slightly less precious to me than my spawn is the trinket you bring. It was a gift, a commendation from our beloved matriarch. I thank you for returning it to me. We have a saying, the favor of one is repaid by the gratitude of the clutch. I welcome you to our home. Perhaps a modest banquet is in order. I do not know, however, if our spread will agree with your shorewalker's stomach. You witnessed the aftermath of the attack in the Strait of Murphlor? Yes, it was indeed perpetrated by Sahagin. These were responsible are called Coral Tridents. They reside in the Sapsa spawning ground and are known among our people as a volatile and fanatical faction. We had hoped to prevent them from ever reaching that vessel, but alas, the current was not in our favor. Foolishness. Their actions only invite further violence or retaliation. And what of Nov and his clutch, you ask? We live apart from the spawning grounds and pursue a separate agenda. I do not claim to understand the structure of your civilization, but for us Sahagin, each clan of clutch mates is led by a single Clutchfather. The indigo matriarch, which you might call our queen, bestows each clutch of her eggs upon one of the bravest and most seasoned warriors. It is then Clutchfather's duty to raise and instruct his charges in the ways of our people. But for this cycle to continue, the matriarch must have a secure environment in which to bear her offspring. That is why we choose to make this land our home. It is unfortunate that the Sapsa spawning ground have become the locus of such conflict. If only more shorewalkers were like you and spent a moment to understand our situation. Clutchfather, I need your show. Well, I taught you to. A Sahagin does not fail and splash about so. He rolls with the waves and rides the currents. Forgive me, Clutcher. It is who, our sixth youngest brother. What of him? He has left the nursery without permission. He spoke of talking sense to the Coral Tridents. His brain is as soft as his spawnling scales. This is at a time when I cannot afford to take my eyes off the rest of the clutch. Though our stance towards each other is not yet clear, Showalker, that's a boon of you. Save my foolish son. Sue here will have more to say on the subject, I am sure. You have no skills, and the Clutch Father seems to trust you. I shall do the same. As you just heard, my brother Pio has taken it upon himself to educate the Cold Tridents. He is one of our most impetuous spawn brothers, and yet young, he does not realize the peril he puts himself in. Tribes will not listen to Pio's reason. They will laugh as they impale him on their spears. Please bring Pio back safely to the nursery. By now, he must be some distance across the land base, close to the North Tide Gate. Rather than walk, well, I was thinking rather than walk across dangerous stuff, but it would actually be faster for me to go this way. I know I need to kill some of these Hagen for something. Actually, I couldn't think of it. Pretty sure it's for a maelstrom. Storm recruits. That's what we wanted. Because you're not sure, Walker. Away with you, Finless one. Alright, we'll help this one. Rescued by a shore walker. What am I to tell Clutchfather now? Spawn brother Sue bid you come to my aid? Understand these cruel trained warriors. I scarce open my maw before they proceed to beat me bloody. The Clutchfather always says the currents of discussion carry us to enlightenment. But it seems the words of a spawnling count for little and less. I simply wanted to put into practice what my clutchmates and I had been taught. Now I should face a punishment in addition to my beating. Alright, the one that's next closest to leveling, if I can complete this quest, is Paladin. aboard with them, go over here, finish the mission, take the ones for the locals for today. Welcome back, Shorewalker. You are kind to endanger yourself. Though you owe us no such loyalty, Pio will be appropriately disciplined for his reckless actions. Now more than ever, the Saga must act with caution and wisdom. Many of our people reside peacefully within our city in the Indigo Deep, but our civilization faces a steady and treacherous decline. We must venture out onto land to secure spawning grounds to lay our eggs, and build nurseries to raise our young, an essential element of our breeding cycle, an instinct too powerful to ignore. Our traditional spawning grounds were, however, annihilated in the calamity. Thus we were forced to seize this new location, the region the finless ones call Western Noscea. It is not surprising that the Shorewalkers view our sudden aggressive expansion as not more than an invasion, but this seemingly unprovoked attack on the territory is in truth a desperate struggle for survival. Without this land, without a place to rear offspring, the Sagan race is doomed. We are in no position to wage war against the Shorewalkers. We must attempt a parley and learn to exist side by side. The Kroll Trains, as you have no doubt realized, do not comprehend the merits of a diplomatic approach. They seek only to control the weak of mind, those like their brutal serpent reapers, and slaughter all other who oppose them. Do not mistake me as a traitor to my kind. I held no love for finless ones. I shed no salty tears when the great Leviathan is summoned and the Lord of the world gathers new drowned shorewalkers to his fold. But conflict with your people is not the answer to our woes. We must look beyond the present and ensure calmer waters, waters in which the future of our race can thrive. Shorewalker, your arrival is a precious gift. I would have you become the first stone in the bridge I hope to build between our people and the rock which blunts the mindless spears the coral tridents. I pray you lend us your aid. I swear myself to your noble cause. The sarcastic. Your presence is most welcome, Shorewalker. My warriors are eager, but lack the experience to engage such vicious opponents as the coral tridents. We will halt the zealots' advances at the shoreline and begin to repair the damage they have done to our chance at peace. There is much work ahead, but together we can put an end to this meaningless bloodshed. Neutral reputation, stock and side quests are now available. Furthermore, you may purchase wares from the clutch vendor. Cool. Let's go ahead and take some quests. But also take a look at what the vendor offers. Ventures and some stuff for house if we get one. Kroll Tridents have not been lax in their preparations for war. I have seen them slicing up great strips of shark flesh and laying in provisions for their frontline soldiers. The shark flesh is chopped into a fine paste, you see, and mixed with a special blend of seagrass. I know not what effect it might have on a shorewalker, but Aesophagus consumes this mixture is invigorated with the absorbable strength of the tides. I have not been secretive in their storage. I can tell you exactly where to find the giant clams in which they keep their provisions. Go, Shorewalker, steal the trident's shark flesh and let their bellies squeal in protest. The territories of the Sahagan and the Shorewalkers are firmly divided by north and south tide gates. If my kin ever hope to expand their hold on this land, they will need to bring these towering walls crashing down. This is in fact the first and most crucial objective of the Coral Tridents. Thus they have developed a new kind of, what is the Shorewalker's word? Ballista. They're a giant shellfish that subdue their prey with shocking bolts of energy, Trojans have used foul sorcery to warp these creatures into devastating siege weapons. They've already transported a number of these weapons to the land base and plan to commence a full-scale assault. We must destroy the ballista before they are put into position. Naturally, the Trojans will not easily surrender their new toys. Do what you must. You can allow them to realize their short-sighted ambitions. Groll Trojans have taken command of a trading vessel. They certainly waste no time in sending a message to boast of their achievement to their brothers in the spawning grounds. If this prideful revelry is allowed to continue, it will only encourage others to follow their example. I propose you board the captured ship and knock some humility into these merchant hunting fools. Show them that not all shore walkers are such easy prey. Begin your demonstration with the rank and file on deck, and their leaders will soon appear to challenge you. Its defeat your hands should have the desired effect. The merchantman is yet in open water, so you will need to ride an elbest to reach it. Take the wind from their sails for this one. The captured merchantman is far from the spawning ground, and that is good. My elbest needs the exercise. Yeah. I think that animation only plays the first time that you get transported. They're going to take out before their leader spawns in. There we go. Less of a success, the tale of their humiliation will be apparent to all when they slink back to shore beaten and bloody. This incident reminds me of recent experience. After a particularly bountiful fishing expedition, I gorged myself on my catch. It wasn't until after I finished my gluttonous feast that I noticed the remains of a mildly poisonous bottom feeder. I was sick for days and have been careful to sort my hauls ever since. No, I don't mean to compare you to a bottom feeder. Forget the story. Thank you for your aid, Shorewalker. Alright. Unfortunately, we can only do 12 missions, and there are 5 beast tribes in Realm Reborn. But Realm Reborn is admittingly the first game, the first expansion that had, not expansion, is the base game. It was technically an expansion when it first came out. But it also served as a reboot. I forgot to actually search the plan. Not interested in the fate. Can the fate mobs please leave me alone? Okay, the next highest. I wouldn't mind not having to level up. Hard way. That mission in particular, if I remember correctly, is one that you can do as part of one of the Sahagin quests, but it's one of the later quests. Ugh. Sahagin warriors are greatly strengthened by the consumption of properly prepared shark flesh. Spirit away their provisions and steel their stomach for battle. These fanatics eat well. I should hunt for shark more often. We'll take these provisions and share them amongst the clutch mates. We spawn and eat often, and the clutch father shall be glad for the surplus. Fine work, Venezuela. The tie gates are safe from the tridents of the time being. Those foolish warmongers understand not what they seek to destroy. Those barriers in place on either side can commit their full forces, leaving us free to complete the cultivation of our spawning grounds. Progress towards peace will come at a trickle, not a sudden flood. For now, we must preserve anything that keeps our people at a comfortable distance. Alright, so that's those ones. Next, I'll go to Ul'dah, I think, and do its one, because Ul'dah only has the one, whereas Gridania has two. Peace for Thanalan. It's a level 43 mission. So we'll probably do it as Dragoon, as that's the closest to leveling up. In fact, we'll switch over to Dragoon to make the most of this mission. Switch has an involved assignment for a veteran adventurer. Yours is welcome, Face Arbor. I have a task for which one of your impeccable record will be well suited. Though perhaps campaign would be a more fitting description, given the sheer commitment this mission demands. As you are well aware, the inhabitants of Thanalan have long suffered the hostilities of the Amalja. The Lizardmen have been quiet for a time, chastened by your victory over the primal Ifrit, but once again the beastmen stir. There's been a resurgence in kidnappings, yet in greater numbers than before. Matters have grown so far out of hand that the local garrisons have petitioned for reinforcements. That's why I wish you to lead an extended action against the Amalja and put a stop to these raids. Report to Commander Gisilbert, head of security in Little Alamigo, and he will brief you on the details of your duty. Yeah, the fact that all these missions unlock at once really reflects the fact that they can be used for leveling towards the end of Realm Reborn. By the time that these were originally relevant, that these originally came out, you were actually already usually max level. Commander Swift said he'd assigned someone to assist with our growing beastman problem. Glad the urgency for situation is being taken seriously. Now, as I'm sure the commander explained, the Amalja activity in the region has grown almost frenzied. Seems like the lizardmen are determined to carry off every peddler and traveler that tries to pass through southern Thanalan. I'm not speaking of furtive nighttime raids here. The bastards are striking in full daylight, even against escorted merchant caravans. Reports of raid as far south as the Sagali Desert, so it's not a little matter of increasing patrols on the road into Little Alamigo. Must mount decisive response ensued. Next line, time the Amalja appear, I want you ready to send them howling back into the desert. Long before you arrive, in fact, our scouts reported a merchant resting in plain view on one of the trade routes. Make haste to the location I've marked on your map and see if the fool isn't taken by a raiding party. Ooh, I like this weapon. Looks really good. It feels like a proper dragoon weapon. Struck down by arrows. Overconfident fools. You think your raids here go unnoticed? What treachery is this? You're of the Brotherhood of Ash. We are. Though we number but few, we shall be your death this day. Huh. Red versus blue. What is this, Vampires? Or Halo? I do love how often you actually see red and blue be paired as opposing things. Traitorous heathens, your victory will come at a price. Ooh, we've got a Princess Mononoke situation over here. Attacking when the enemy's back is turned, your ancestors would turn in their graves. A soldier life is one of peril, and the first rule of war is to understand the mind of your enemy, as well as your own. Your presence is known here, adventurer, but this is our battle. You need not become involved. I don't need to, but what if I want to? I am Hujuga. And I lead the Brotherhood of Ash. We are what remains now, but the all-consuming flames have reduced the rest of my people to unthinking zealots. You interest me, child of yours, yet be it fortune or fate, I would not ignore the forces that sought to bring us together. I sent you an invitation to join us at the Ring of Ash. Alright, well, here they are. Here's their base. Welcome to the Ring of Ash, adventurer. This place serves as home for our humble gathering of soldiers. My brothers and I ever seek to hone our martial prowess and honor the blood of our ancestors. We keep to the old ways of the desert nomad and of the warrior. To those who are worthy, we show the proper respect regardless of origin. Your aura, it carries the reek of brimstone. Could you be one of the champions said to have laid low the Lord of the Inferno? I am. That I would have you understand the curse has befallen our fanatic brethren. They have forgotten the code that governs our people, the glory that comes with a warrior's death. They spirit away the weak and the feeble and offer them up in exchange for the barbed blessing of a hoary god. Hoary god. Day after day I witness the shameless acts of my kin. The honor of Amalja is a faded, paltry thing, no longer driven by the righteous fortunes of battle. The Aziz kidnapping is the most stoves the flames of my fury. Why the victims often bear no arms at all. No triumph can be found in such cowardly attacks. We are hunters, my brother and I, and the fallen Amalja who huddle in Zanrak are prey. If you share my outrage, then I bid you join us in our kin war. No, I will not accept this pretender. You claim to be one of the heroes that felled Ifrit? I've cut down a dozen men who boasted that feat. More likely you slew a guttering fire sprite who convinced yourself was the king of the seventh hell. I do not ask for your counsel, Lunga. I and I alone make this decision for the Brotherhood. They better not stray into the path of my arrows, adventurer. We have too many enemies for me to waste ammunition on puffed-up heroes like you. Forgive this interruption. I shall vouch for the authenticity of your claim. Only one who's facing Ifrit can have the sense that you do. Past glories, however, will not impress my soldiers. Prove yourself through your actions, you might find your reception here improved. Our foes are the Amalja of Zanrak. We shall break the fangs that feast on the helpless. Our target is clear and resolve unshakable. Oh, please tell me that's it. Just one mission, then we go straight into it. No, of course not. That would be too easy. We the Amalja were once simple nomads who roamed the vast plains of Paglathan. If any sought to impede our path, we relished the challenge to our skill at arms. For as long as our people have existed, it has been the tradition for aging warriors to make the pilgrimage to the holy land of Zanrak, and there confront the specter of death. It is an honor to cast one's time-tempered soul into a sacred flame, return one's body to ash. These craven whelps of Zanrak quaver before death's inevitability. They seek not to fortify their spirits, instead grovel before a deity for the strength they do not deserve. I have not the words to express my disgust for the manner of their groveling. This subjugation of the meek by contemptuous weaklings. The path to true greatness lies only in conquering those greater than oneself. Attaining mastery over one's own feelings. War leader, there is trouble. The flame fangs have scented fresh prey. You must sound the call to arms. It seems you shall have a chance to prove your talents, adventurer. Show the Brotherhood your unbending steel. Lunga? Your wish, war leader? This warrior is known by the name Lunga. Though her form may be Mikote, her soul harbors a raging blaze to match up any Amalja soldier. We are the brotherhood, know only the struggle of martial perfection. Tribe, clan, gender, these details matter not. Lunga, you will accompany our newest ally into battle. But why choose me for this task? Surely there are others more fitting. Some hatchling in training, perhaps. Enough, I grew weary of your insolence. Shall I have my blade answer your mewling? No, either, it shall be as you command. Now, we shall see you for the charlatan you are. Meet me at this spawn. Your map. I pray your screams are short-lived. Wow. I don't know why she's so convinced that we're lying. I also don't know why she dresses the way she does. Like, even Princess Mononoke was less scantily clad. And she was raised by wolves, not by civilized people. Those guys are clearly civilized. Although they do just wear loincloths, so... maybe they don't have the same concept of modesty. Which would be surprising. Ugh. Phew. You made short work of those raiders. I don't know who you are, where you came from, but you have my thanks. I heard the Mahjong were snatching folk from the trade routes again, but I thought this was just my rivals trying to scare me out of business. After all, the roads have been safe enough until now. I'll have to hire a guard or two the next time I pass through here. Damn beastmen, sellsword wages, do so eat into a man's profits. And yet you have to help. I expected you would die here. Come now, return to the Ring of Ash. I am glad that in later expansions, the beast tribes that you assist, or allied societies rather, have aetherites nearby. Like, it's one of those things you kind of take for granted once you get used to it. But yeah, early on, each one did not have that. In fact, it wouldn't surprise me at all if originally this area of the map was just inaccessible. Like it was only added later. You aren't no hatching and bow, that much is obvious. We don't think we so easily impressed. There is yet the question of your resolve. The Brotherhood of Ash is a conclave of elite warriors, under the command of Amalga. We wage a war of attrition against the zealots of Zandrak. Those fallen Amalja build altars and pitch camps wherever they please, convincing themselves they are the masters of the Holy Land. You must feel brave indeed to challenge none but the weak and undefended. Recall the raiders you have recently faced. They were members of the Flame Fangs, a faction among the Zandrak Amalja that, more than any other, delights in kidnapping. Naturally, they also draw the most ire of the Brotherhood. It is our mission to see their ambitions grounded to dust and their leaders slain. Indeed, it is the duty of all who would call themselves true Amalja warriors. Now, warning, do not seek to meddle too deeply in our affairs. This war is not some distraction to be dabbled in by outsiders such as you. You think my words unconvincing? Think that I too am no Noscea? The seven hells will do what you think. Go make your report to him. Noscea, before he has to find himself a new pet adventurer. Wow. So hostile. Alright, ally, news of your battle has spread through the camp. By all accounts, you fought with uncanny ability. None may now doubt that yours was the hand that slew a raging god. If our cause rings true in your heart, I would further welcome your aid. Will you unleash your fury alongside the soldiers of Brotherhood? I will, if the zealots fear our coming. Well said, yours is a true warrior's heart. Though we differ in many ways, the foe that we could topple is the same. Let us vow death to the flame fangs. Theirs is the fire that cannot be suffered to burn. Yay. Let's take some missions. The shadow of Zaharic scouts fall upon the boundaries of the Ring of Ash. Though they probe for weakness in our defense, they will find the wall of the Brotherhood stands solid against their incursions. We shall teach these cautious fools what swift and final judgment awaits any who seek to seize the lizard's tail. Go forth, armed ally, and cut short the reconnaissance efforts of the Amalgel Thaumaturge and Lancer that you find. When their brethren spy the carcasses strewn across the approach to Zanrak, they shall know that the borders of the Brotherhood are not to be lightly tested. We of the Brotherhood of Ash are proud warrior soldiers all. Even the greatest soldier can starve without sustenance, or be crippled by injury. We bear our battle wounds as badges of honor, but a festering cut can take one's life as surely as the blade of one's bows. Troya neglects not the arts of healing. My task for you, armed ally, is simple but needful. Gather from the desert plants of Zanrak and the rejuvenating sap we use to solve our hurts. Though our foes make no use of such remedies, they will nevertheless be loath to relinquish them to you. Have I carried on sustain such injuries that you fail to return? Be they 10,000 strong, the mewling whelps of Zanrak could not stand before us without the invigorating strength of their deity's flames. They carefully capture Lord of the searing exaltations and harness them for their unholy rites. God-touch fires are then ensconced within towering altars which radiate Ifrit's blessing upon all within reach. These flame beacons must be destroyed. The Brother of Ash will take from our Valkin every symbol of their undeserved strength. I entrust this task to you, honored ally, but be forewarned, the sentinels that guard these beacons stand closest to the source of their power and will prove to be most fierce adversaries. Alright, so, several missions. Ooh, I think with how I'm feeling, I'll probably, at the very least, finish these missions. Right, first mission finished. Got two more. Right, there's succulent. Like bothered Okay. Yeah, with the way I'm feeling, I think I'll just finish Noscea and then call for today. Or will I? When I think about it, I actually shouldn't. Because how would I put this? This is one of those things that has a daily limit. The daily limit is 4 of the quest lines. Damn it. I didn't select that target. Okay. Back to the Brotherhood. If I see another pugilist, I'll fight them. And how we do it on the Maelstrom anyways? Well, we just finished a difficulty rank. We have to get the second Storm Lieutenant before we can rank up again. Which we're only at Sergeant, so get 2 promotions at least. Your measured violence has been witnessed, honored ally. Or the Zaharic cravens eye the horizon with more mounting fear. But we will not seek to harry them too far. It may serve that may stiffen their resolve. No, first we allow Terra Dignium to grow. Overmodally, have you the sap we require? Yes. Yes, this will allow our wounded to return to the front lines of battle where a glorious death awaits. No true warrior wishes to wither away on a sick bed. For a display of courage, our ally may our enemies know that even their precious beacons may not save from our wrath. But lust for power is not so easily dampened until our great war is won. I feel we need to break the infernal altars again and again. Alright, so next we go to the Alright, we have ourselves a situation. Our scouts at Etat's Spire have sent word that the Ixal are attacking their position. They report they have already weathered a sudden strafing run by one of the Bourbon's blasted war balloons and casualties were high. Have you ever seen these beastmen dirigibles? The Ixal stock them with explosive munitions and rain hell on their targets below. Even should they float within bow range, the balloon skins are thick and difficult to penetrate, though it can be done. Thus the spires we constructed throughout the 12's wood are almost first line of defense against assault from the air. 'Tis frustrating indeed. Then the recent conflicts have left them undermanned. I need you to head into the North Shroud immediately and lend your strength to the garrison Etat Spire. Certain Captain Guthrit will appreciate the help. Can do. Seeking solace. Ah, now here is a man who inspires confidence. It heartens me to see you striding the adder's nest today, for I have a task of considerable breadth and even greater import. A task that calls out for a competent adventurer. Allow me to elaborate. In recent weeks, my eye has been drawn to unusual movements among the sylphs, those charming and troublesome beastmen with whom we share our forest home. In hopes of shedding light on their intentions, be they malicious or benign, I dispatched a young researcher to Little Solace to investigate further. The fellow goes by the name of Voice. Mayhap you have heard of him? It would seem he is rather accomplished in his field. He set out a fortnight ago and has been sending regular reports ever since. That is, until some 3 days past. Though he was quick to assure me that this prodigious intellect and survival skill to ensure his safety, I cannot help but fear he has come to harm. Such is my request to you. Travel to Little Solace and inquire as to the well-being of our man. Seek out the sylph of Noscea, who has oft acted as an intermediary between our peoples. Now go in safety and in haste. The forest holds many dangers, these days more than ever. Alright, so first we'll go to Little Solace. This is near the Hawthorne Hut. Damn, is it warm in my room. Britain is facing a heat wave right now, and it's not good for any of us. Walking one walks with strength and purpose, yes, but this one is a busy one. State one's case and state it quickly. Scholar, walking one is looking for smart one, yes? This one knows no smart one. This one does know bumbling, stumbling one, but what business they wouldn't have with that one? Stumbling one's whereabouts? Why right now? Wherever did that one bumble off to? Bumbling one likely stumbled off to see elder one. Stumbling one is always bothering elder one with silly questions. Bothersome one. One's blathering makes less sense than babbling book, this one thinks. Okay, so he probably wants to talk to Frixio. Ah, brave one returns to these ones. This one is honored. Word of brave one's deeds come often to little solace. These ones are honored to call brave one friend. Brave one is searching for scholarly one. Brave one cannot possibly mean that one. This one has met many walking ones, and that one has all the wits of a wing rat. 3 days ago, witless one stumbled off to Sylphland, babbling something about research. This one's little with research, but this one does know that Sylphlands are no place for walking ones. A witless walking one knows that much the less. Yes, these ones' ancient home is now in the domain of touched ones, and those ones mean danger for these ones and walking ones alike. This one tried to stop witless one, but witless one's ears are stuffed with beeswax. I guess we have to go do a rescue mission. What level is this quest? 42. And ninja. So bumbling one set off for Sylphlands. Bumbling one is even dumber than this one thought. Touch ones will greet bumbling one with boom and sizzle. Then bumbling one will be crispy one. This one thinks is for the best. These ones will have one less worry. Walking one would go in search of that one. This one's confused. Take this one's words. That one is not worth the trouble. Walking one is certain. Then this one will stand walking one's will not stand in walking one's way. But he this one's warning. Beware, your dead one will be numbered 2. Wow. Walking one will truly go in search of bumbling one. This one thought walking one was making joke, like the time this one stole bumbling one's undergarments. This one does not understand what walking one is thinking. This one would lead bumbling one to bumble on one's own. But oh well, to each one one's own. This one saw bumbling one stumble off towards Larxifoot. Between this place and the touch one's home. Bumbling one is probably there shivering in stockings. The bumbling one found stockings anyway, which this one doubts. Be warned, walking one. The trees have eyes and report to touch ones. Walking one should not rush too quickly to bumbling one's aid, lest walking one fall into the nasty trap. Yep, understood. Looks like they haven't gone far. Oh, God. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Definitely think I'll wrap this up after this one. As much as I would like to do the Ixal quest as well, I think I'm going to have to save them for next time. Oh, look, he's been captured. Walking one scribbles letters. Maybe walking one is the smart one that everyone was talking about. Aww. Smart one. Ha, smart one would not stumble so stupidly into these ones' domain. Someone help me, they'll eat me alive. Such stupid one. These ones have no need for eating. Or did stupid one not read The stupid one's paper stack. The stupid one is stupider than this one thought. And answer this one. Stupid one tries to sneak into these one's home and kidnap chosen one's pavling. Yes, stupid one confess, or stupid one will be shocky sizzly one. The chosen one pavling? What are... did this one know, or did this one... You know what? This one, I was just being with you. Hey, Sally, this one here's sneaking one. What one goes there? This one knows boss one. This one has seen walking one little solace. Walking one is strong, not like stupid one. Bah, this one will deal with stupid one another day. Let these ones be off. Alright, voice. Oh, friend, how can I ever pay it? Why, I thought I was a goner for sure. How do you suppose got into those self? The bestiary described them as such carefree, fun-loving folk. No matter the limit of first-hand experience has been the same. Oh, this poor boy has never... Sorry, I was dealing with something off camera. What do you suppose got into those self? The bestiary scrambled, blah blah. But do tell, to whom do I owe this debt of gratitude? Adventurer dispatched by Lord Quinator on behalf of little old me, you say? Bless the commander, always looking out for his charge. Well, I'd like nothing more than to continue this conversation. Would you mind terribly if we did so back at Little Saul's? This place is giving me heebie-jeebies. Yeah, we'll go back. Oh, hello. I say it's good to see you in one piece, friend. Where are my manners? I have not even properly introduced myself. Voice, Gridanian's foremost scholar of Sylphic customs and lore, at your service. At least that's what I told the commander when I volunteered for this mission. Just between you and me, I'm actually rather new to the field. But I've long been fascinated by the cute little critters, and I thought this the perfect opportunity to make a name for myself. Which reminds me, I was just thumbing through one of the tomes I borrowed from Stillgate fame when I came across a particularly fascinating passage of a legendary sylph who is said to possess such power that she controls the very fate of her people. Now I realize this might sound crazy, but I can't but wonder if this might be the self-same chosen one that frightful sylph was. Chosen one? Yes, well, does this one know the legend? Chosen one, the one who embodies the spirit of all trees that ever have lived or ever will live in these one's forest home. Once every 1,000 years, or 1,000 years, does chosen one sprout forth, to lead these ones into a new era before returning to summer. Birth and rebirth, such is the cycle of these one's civilization. 1,000 years, eh? So the last recorded sighting of chosen was... Yes, that would mean that the next rebirth would occur in, just give me a moment now. Yes, Canon 1 and... Elder 1. Could it be that rebirth of chosen one is nigh and touch ones are plotting something? Well, I'll be. I believe our sylph friend here has the right of it. This one does not like this at all. Something must be done. Something, yes, something indeed must be done. I have many questions of import remaining to be answered, such as where may find this chosen one, and what is the true nature of the power she holds? Most importantly of all, where, pray tell, did I misplace my underclothes? I know not related to the coming of the chosen one, but 12's wood is terribly, chilly these days. Regardless, I swear now, I shall make a little solace until these mysteries are unraveled. 'Twas only by dumb luck I was chosen for this task. 'Twas not. Now the esteemed leaders of my nation knew that. Only knew that. It is rather cold, isn't it? If you'll allow me a moment's respite. They knew nothing. You were sent here completely by accident. This was word. Chosen one falls in the hands of touched ones. It could mean the end for these ones. This one must see the safety of a little solace. The search for chosen one. This one would trust the walking one. Coughing one spouts big words, but has not the strength to save these ones. This can be seen by anyone. And so this one turns to walking one. The walking one help these ones. You can count on this one. Thank you, walking one. Was a true friend to these ones. This one will not forget for anyone's kindness. Alright, society quests. This one might be this one's most ingenious trick ever. This might be this one's. Okay. This one cannot wait to see walking one's face when this one. Oh. Trick. This one said nothing of the sort. This one thinks walking one's ears are the ones playing tricks. Perhaps walking one could help with this one valuable ingredients, since walking one seems to have free hands. This one requires 1 file of marble, bile, 1 rotten treant acorn, and 2 files of ziz venom. The stinkier the better. Why, walking one asks? That is a secret. Ostrogale is full of stinky ones. Walking one will find this one is there. Something smells rotten, and this one can bet touched ones are behind it. This one saw touched ones planting stink stools in Lock's Gold. Touched ones want stink to keep walking ones out of the forest. This one knows. What are those ones thinking? Touched ones would these ones own home to keep out other ones? Please, Rimland, slice up stinky ones before the entire forest is covered in stink. And yet you want me to get the ingredients for a stink bomb as well. Woe is this one. The peck of pumpkins that this one picked was purloined by a pack of pernicious ones, or rather this one dropped a sack when startled by those ones. The flesh of ripened devil gourds produces a most striking yellow dye for weaving. Without these ones, cloth will be reduced to dreary rags. This one dropped gourds in Lark's Gold near touched one's home. Okay, must hurry and collect the gourds before touched ones carry them all away. Okay. Let's get to work. Oh my god. Multitudes. Let's give it a rest. Alright. Carrying on. We have no choice. Sorry I went so quiet there. I was very focused and zoned out completely. Oh, I am definitely gonna need to finish up these quests and then go to bed. I guess I can unlock this as well. At the very least. With the level up, I should double check. Nothing. Well, warriors, of course, are leveling up. So I guess we'll turn it. Turn in the quest as warrior. Oh no, the fate failed. Tragic. Good thing I wasn't invested in it. Well, the one kind what this one needs for sneaky ones. From sneaky ones. Perfect. Yes, this will be the sneakiest trick ever. Don't worry, Walking One. This one will not play it on Walking One as long as Walking One keeps doing what this one says. This one's nose tells this one the friendly one has saved these ones again. There is no end to this one's gratitude. Touched ones once loved the forest as this one did, but no more. This one feels sad for touched ones. There were 5 stacks of boards. Yes, please tell me this one found them all. This one's boards. Walking One is such a strong and helpful one. Nothing like another Walking One. This one knows. This one cannot believe these two are both Walking Ones. This one will weave beautiful dress for helpful one Sunday. But today, this one is a busy one. Okay. Alright, next Alice Society. Daily cost allowance. Well, we'll need to wait till tomorrow at 3 PM for that. Lieutenant Scarlet sent you say? Praise Nafika. Though I believe the worst of danger is past, what few soldiers in command are both wounded and weary. The well-placed shaft that was our salvation. A private's arrow managed to punch a hole clear through the balloon's air bladder, forcing the Excelli vessel to flounder down the trees. You hear squawking from here. I must admit, however, to feeling a moment of dread at the thought of that bewildered one slipping past and drifting over the city walls. Thank God, a certain private to such a fate did not come to pass. Nevertheless, we are in no shape to repel the Ixal, should they prove able to press attack. Ray head north into Beast Garden to see what has become of their downed craft. I can do that. Oh right, I meant to give these fishing rods to my fishers. Oops. I've always sent them on missions, so I'll have to sort that out next time. Do I have one of these still away? Yes. Well, there's the war balloon. Hard to miss. Da, 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 da. Looks like the XIV left. You find the down balloon was a vessel yet sound. Noscea wreckage retrieved from the ground XIV war balloon. I'm not sure if this came from the Burman's craft or is part of another contraption entirely. Care of me no doubt that it is of XIV design. War balloons such as the one you saw were invented by the XIV to assert their dominance of the skies. These vessels allow them to avoid our ground-based patrols, infiltrate the hulls with impunity. The beastmen use them not only for acts of war, but also to haul away the trees felled by their ever-expanding logging operation. It was to combat this unwelcome destructive presence that we built guard towers throughout the forest, but I imagine the Ixal were quite displeased to find our borders less reinforced. In fact, the primary purpose of this day's attack may well have been destruction of Aton Spire itself. I'm torn, Harper. We must not weaken our defenses here, but I will be certain our enemy does not lurk nearby, awaiting opportunity for sabotage. Unless you want to visit the crash site and search the surrounding area for signs of our foes. I pray that my concerns are not more than just workings of a tired mind. So right now we are capable of boosting the reputation of most of the tribes fairly quickly. Squawk, get away from there, no feather. Ours to dismantle war balloon is. Touch what is ours, you must not. Right of salvage, yes, rights of salvage. Enough. So much squeaking and cawing when threatened. Nothing featherless one has. Chief Tatalok. Whole part we sought no feathers. We sought no feather dust, search your wreckage for nothing we did. Weak belly fletching, calm down, you will. Speak with fellows the one says it shall. Could you be an artisan? No, clothing all wrong it is. Garb for honest work it is not. Squawk, raise your weapon not. Ixal we are. We're not saying kind to attack your tower. Balloon part you took, value to you is little, yes. Have it from you, we would. Not by force, no, and not for nothing. We make deal, yes. Inside gates you come. Show you are work in return, says it shall. But chief, you mean to let feathers one inside? You cannot. Spread our secrets, he will. Squawk. Question, chief, you will not, says his decision it is. Shut screechy beak, for plucked and strung from nearest tree branch you are. Fierce look, feathers one has. Look forward to next meeting, Cecil does. Love his helmet. It really suits him. Listen well, Lopez. If chief trusts you betray flay skin from worthless bones, we shall. Fair threat. Brave you are to walk into Ixal Den. No such camp existed, you did not, eh? Now have that balloon part in your name, Cecil would. Search long for this we have. Thank you, Heartbreak Sam. Know you what this is? It's a special stone used for making instruments to reach speed of wind. Only found in Zelfatal. Very rare. Even clever Cecil cannot build such instruments without it. See, confused you. You wonder why Cecil will not go to Zelfatal and fetch stone himself, yes? Tell you why. Cecil will. We are not like XIV and Thanalan and other places. No fighting with forest people. Outcasts we are. Call ourselves XIV. Impressive, yes? Had nicer sound than XIV 20 or so. One purpose we have. To fly free like wind. For a war with forest people, or a pleasing greedy goddess, we care not. Fixed on the heavens our eyes are. Now, for this one we need to be a crafter class. And all of our crafter classes are doing pretty well. So I'll go with carpenter. Strange face you make, Arbor. Burning with questions you are, yes? What is the XIV exactly? Make myself clear, not eh? Only natural your suspicion is. Many XIV would simply kill featherless one and leave corpse or vultures. But think like Birdbrain now and zealots, clever Cecil and his crew do not. Endlessly wasteful this war with forest people is. Waste of time, waste of resources. XIV is a group of thinkers, of crafters. Ectel is place for building dreams. Fly higher than any other is XIV's dream. Before we can fly, make wings we must. Good at making things you are, yes? No carpenter wouldn't see one, Cecil does. Way of moving, way of looking. Caw. Clothing had Cecil confused at first, so. Very much better than destroying, yes? Both excellent featherless ones agree on that, they can. Have Arbor create something for XIV, Cecil would. Build many things we can, but not everything is possible in a camp like this. You know of a place called Fargo Float, yes. Fine crafting facilities they have, perfect for making airship, whole interior components. Leatherback plywood is component Cecil needs. Make for strong and durable hull at will. Place the order for raw materials with Kieran Merchant and Fargo Float Cecil has. Arbor need only speak to Junkmonger. Spend on cone you need not. Surprise for you, Cecil has. Check his poor hands when crafting tricky airship components, these gloves will. Even clever copper need help from time to time, eh? Come back soon for this one. Right, to craft anything for these guys, we do need to have the right equipment, which is these. Master Merchant welcomes welcome customer. Birdman, Chief Town Master Merchant of Chief Makings. You take things for making and go to place for making things. You find making place outside of inn, not inside. Master Merchant thinks you have no time for thinking. Birdman Chief seems ready to burst it seems. Dildiar will give you helpful help. Essentially the mission we're doing right now, the main benefit of doing it is the fact that crafting missions get a boosted experience. Hello there, Venture. Come now, I can hardly hear you. I said hello there. What's this? You wish to make use of our workshop? Well then, seeing as you're a first-timer, allow me to give you a brief explanation of what we seek to accomplish here. As I'm sure you're aware, Noscea is populated with a plethora of artisans who create a range of wonderful wares. This workspace was created with just such a diversity of craftsmen in mind. No matter your profession, our facility is designed to allow simply anyone to bring in their materials and produce goods that demand an exquisite degree of precision and polish. Our small operation here at the Bombing Cork is only temporary until we secure a more permanent residence. But ensure that everything is fully functional. Now, what exciting project has brought you me this fine day? Hold into your core materials. Request a correct online leader. Correct. What have we? Here, just a strange coincidence. You arrived bearing the very same rare material that Hildyard. Have you any word on my delivery? And who might this gentleman be? And why does he hold the component materials that I ordered? This is outrageous. You can't simply swoop in and snatch up the wares I reserved a moon in advance. Please, Master Tataramu, you misunderstand. This adventurer brought along these materials himself. Just brought along, giddy poppycock. What would a gill-grabbing mercenary need with airship hull component materials? Only master industry with the highest level of skill would be capable of utilizing the potential of such specialized items. Highly doubt that anyone besides myself would have use for them. I shall be gracious, however, and allow that you are some manner of artisan. Pray tell, exactly what you intend to craft with those materials. And of course, ignoring the fact your efforts will invariably result in a botched job and wasted resource. Master Tannenbaum, this is hardly gentlemanly conduct. Shall I offer to view the finished product then? Go ahead, sir. Craft your wares, and I shall appraise the quality of your work, free of charge. Master Tataramu, I shall come cross with you to continue in that tone. Here are your materials, sir. I'm sure whatever you create will be absolutely splendid. I don't care about the tutorial bit. Craft away, sir. I'll be waiting to appraise the results of your expertise. All done, are we? Now let's have a look at the travesty you've made up. Gods be good. I can scarcely believe it. The craftsmanship is exemplary. You say this component is to be used in construction of an airship? I cannot even imagine what type of hull you mean to build. Adventure, who commissioned this work from you? I must know. An Ixel. All of these girls give me those nails. A what? It's incredible, not to mention fascinating, though I must wonder how one came to commission an adventurer for airship parts. There was an odd rumor making the rounds amongst the engineers of the company. The group of Ixel had carved out a secret camp in the Black Shroud. Rugaki trials is some kind of secret weapon. I had thought I had got to it at the time. It would appear the tale held merit. After all, your XIV master seeks to craft an airborne vessel of war? Now, transforming the wonder of air travel means for delivering death is blasphemy of the highest order. Master Tatamaru, what do you mean to do? Isn't it obvious? I'm going to march right into that secret camp and give those blasted Burmen a good telling off. You'd best stay out of my way. Can't simply comes to airships, I'm afraid, Master Tatamaru's passion overpowers his capacity for common sense. I wonder if he even has any idea where he's going. Here, you best take your finished component and complete the delivery. Your appraiser appears to have forgotten it in his haste to rush off and chastise the Ixel. Just who is Master Tatamaru? I could tell you, but that wouldn't be very exciting now, would it? Perhaps you might ask him yourself. Really? Whatever. I did make a high quality version, so it kind of bugs me that it's defaulted to a base version. Returned you have. Able to craft components you were? Yep, here it is. Really, you did. Yeah, serve us well this build. Begin construction on the whole we can. Rah! I finally found you. I never realized just how big this forest was. Who is small, angry, featherless one? Never mind who I am. 'Tis you who are on trial here. Are you not the excelling master who seeks to build a death-dealing airship to bring war and destruction to Gridania? Have you respect for the virtuous field of engineering? Your uncouth plan will irrelatively sully weapons on an airship. Simple monstrous. Mind your tongue, you shall. Making airship with weapons, Cecil is not. Been telling tall tales, someone has. Do not try to deny it. I have seen how the Ixal stole our technology to build those horrendous war balloons. Your kind know naught but killing and mayhem. Oh, bother too much, angry one does. See is not enough. Look at design on their own feet, you should. A schematic, it contains elements of both dirigible and airship. I've never seen the like. Hybrid vessel, Desel Galen. Qualen, it is. Fly very high in shall. Ceiling altitude of 5,000 yalms. 5,000 yalms? That's impossible. An unattainable fantasy. Why even Master Ground's Enterprise cannot reach such heights? You speak of visiting the heavens themselves? Yes, the heavens. Rap on God's front door we shall. Knock knock. Ayatan. Floating continent of legends it is. High, high above clouds. Place where Cecil's ancestors once lived. Return to Ixal's lost paradise we shall. All-consuming goal of Cecil's people it once was. This dream, shared now by too few it is. Rather worship mad goddess Garuda and squabble with featherless ones. Thanalan Ixal would. Waste of life, Cecil says. Help Ecto 9 build balloon airship hybrid and reach for distant sky other Ixals should. I quite like you. You have such a vision, such a zeal. Cecil, I have misjudged you. You must let me work on this ship with you. His apology, yeah. Wish to join Cecil crew, do you? Possess some skill at crafting, do you? Yes? Yes, I've studied airship design most extensively. And though my practical experience is admittedly limited, I vow there are none who match my passion for the craft. Important passion is, but knowledge too you must have. Work you as hard as others, Cecil will. Be spared for your size, you will not. Thank you, sir. You won't regret this. Tata Ramu at your service. However, I'm impressed with work, Cecil is. Enjoy crafting with Cecil's gloves, did you? Like second skin, yes. Protect hands, but allow artisans to make delicate and difficult movements they do. Agreed to help Echo 9 build Desel Kalen at Qualen, and let Arbor keep gloves, Cecil will. What's Eva this one? Sprout wings and fly with us, yes? Sprout wings I will. Feathers of the spirit we share. Hard to imagine the look at us now it is. But in an age when Ixal flew on power of their own wings, there once was. Sad that in the wrath of elementals we incurred. Banished from force and stripped of gifts of flight we were. With younglings hatched outside of forest, something wrong there was. Stunted the feathers were. But to lose desire to soar, Ixal never did. Place of lost wings to a balloon says his forefathers made. Such ingenuity. Seek to continue the legacy Ecto 9 does. The forgotten joy of crafting own wings, Thanalan and Ixal have. Grovel instead to goddess they do. Grovel and beg. Fools, grant them new wings, Garuda never will. Seek only to increase her might, the goddess does. Always more sacrifices, always more crystals, nothing more than slaves, Thanalan and Ixal are. But not Ecto 9, no. Soar once again we shall. Within Desel Qualen, our salvation, our waking dream lies. Work hard and see history written Arbor shall. Yee. The ship will slowly upgrade as we help. Economic the toll has begun. Into assisting XIV, see the airship hybrid reach completion. Bird is the word, jeez. Okay. We haven't gotten any yet, so it's still too early. That's it. We're caught up. So I think I will call it for today. Can't do anything else Beast Tribe related, and I don't want to do any main scenario right now. That'll be it. I think we've made plenty of decent progress. I look forward to being able to do more. But for now, that's where we will call it for today. So, until next time, as always, I've been Sparks, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. See yas!